Praise 92.1. You got the Praiseman, Robert Praiseman, Washington. I am so excited. I've been praying to lead me in the dark. Definitely finally have given me are in trouble. Well, not only that, but marriages in the church. I mean, you and the ministry as a whole, because you hear about Ty Tribbett and Jay Moss and so many other pastors. And on Wednesday nights for Bible study, we have a class called Marriage 101. And I'm so glad to have my pastor joining me, Pastor Byron C. Stevenson of the Fortbend Church. Hey, Pastor.
Hey, Praiseman. How you?
Man, all is well. Pastor, let's go ahead and get into this thing.
Sure.
Let me ask you this. Why are marriages in trouble? And not only just marriage, but especially marriages in the church. Is there a time of season, or what is going on right now?
What we've got to realize as Christians is that Satan has a unified attack against all that's godly. He has waged war against God's plan ever since the beginning of time. And why marriages are under attack so much is because Satan knows that he cannot destroy the church, because God has established the church. And Jesus said to Peter that upon this rock I shall build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And so Satan knows that he cannot destroy the church, but what he can do, he can wreak havoc on marriages, which Ephesians 5 teaches us that marriage symbolizes the church. The relationship that a husband has with his wife is symbolic of the relationship that Christ has with the church. And so the enemy is waging war to destroy that which looks like God. And that's what marriage is. Marriage looks like God. It looks like the relationship that a believer has with God. And if we're not careful, we're going to find that we're raising a generation, or we're living in a time where marriage is Satan is trying to make us feel as though marriage is obsolete and old-fashioned, and commitment is at an all-time low. And so even as far back as in the Garden of Eden, where Satan tempted Eve and then Adam, that was his initial plan and plot, to destroy the relationships that couples have with each other. And some ministers and scholars would say about living in the last days, where the enemy's power against marriages is going to increase, and that's what you're seeing now. And so, particularly in the church, because the enemy wants us he wants to destroy our witness.
Right.
He wants to destroy our witness so that young people will grow up with this attitude, and we see it every day.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to get married. I can have babies. We can buy houses together. We can raise children. We can, get benefits on the job. Why do I need to get married? I mean, we can, enjoy all the responsibilities and comforts of marriage without actually committing to each other. And so that's Satan having control over our thoughts and minds. And we've got to defeat him. And so it is incumbent upon the church and pastors to preach and teach their people about the sanctity of marriage and the institution of marriage as founded by God.
Well, I have to tell you this, Pastor. You do a great job at that. For some of you all that don't know, if you ever go to the Fortbend Church, something that we do every Sunday, we celebrate the marriage anniversaries.
Right.
You get a chance to put your big picture up on the screen, and then pastor gonna make you kiss your wife right there in the church.
That's right. Amen. Salute your bride.
There it is. Salute your bride. Hey, let me ask you this. Most marriages, when it comes to breakup, is usually there's so many other things, but one of the two biggest things is finances and infidelity.
Right.
Infidelity. How can can it be fixed if infidelity come into the marriage, and if so, how?
Okay. Well, some people believe that when infidelity enters the picture, that just ruins the picture. And I'm not one who believes that. I believe that, as in Genesis chapter 18, verse 14, it asks the question, is anything too hard for the Lord? I believe God can fix relationships, but even in relationships where there's infidelity, but it takes two willing people who are committed to the relationship, committing to do what it takes to make the relationship whole again, and so that's the problem, that the relationship has become fractured now. When infidelity enters the picture, it becomes fractured, and so what the couples have to agree to do is say, okay, I'm willing to do what it takes to fix the problem and allow God to heal it and bring wholeness back to the relationship. Now, it is not easy. It requires that both parties commit to forgiveness and to learn how to rebuild trust in the relationship.